Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the wacky adventures of Aji. The judge might think Aji just had a momentary lapse, so they gave her a chance to work because who wouldn't prefer work to prison? Since Aji's heading to jail tomorrow, her dad takes her to Grandma's for last supper, casually dropping that she should live solo after release. Dad's always against Aji drinking, but he sees her glass almost empty and thinks, why not grab her another bottle? Classic parenting. Then Dad finds out Aji took her wooden box and demands it back. Aji's face screams, no way. My precious treasures are in. Aji reluctantly goes to get it, but to her surprise, Dad follows. Think fast, girl. She claims she can't find the key, but Dad isn't buying it, suspecting she's hiding some deep, dark secret. Oh, the trust issues. This gives Aji the perfect chance to stash her treasures away. Once Dad and Stepmom leave Grandma's, he's in tears reflecting on his choices. Classic. Aji's scandal got discovered by Grandma, leading her to ponder why she didn't pay more attention to these things, avoiding issues with the neighborhood boys. Dad just thinks about it. Actions? No way. Next day, Aji's jailed. Dad writes to the judge. He believes as long as Aji lays off the drinks, she'll turn her life around. He's hoping the judge will lend a helping hand. What a dad. A year later, Aji's released, and Dad asks if a therapist helped. Her answer? That answer had Dad's face drop like a rock. After shooing her away, he steals a moment to feel sorry for her. But his plan? Let Aji live alone and rent an apartment. The result? Aji went full-on wild child. Mom had a tough 8-eye labor, was supposed to live a fairy tale life, but alas, antibiotics during pneumonia made things a bit complicated, so she ended up deaf and mute. But a few years later, Tony grew up lively and cheerful. What a twist. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, she hustled for jobs with a smile. But then she meets Aji at a bar. Looking at Aji's grin, you can probably guess what happens next. Aji saved her a spot. Yep. She literally had a bite to eat. Tony spots Aji eyeing her and decides to chat her up. Aji's like, love your dance moves. Tony just pulls out a pen and paper to chat, and Aji's thrilled, jumping into a dance with her. The two snap photos, and Aji finds a new hobby. Perfect match. They communicate through notes at dinner. Aji checks, is writing tiresome? Tony replies, it's totally worth it for you. Arriving at Aji's, she falls back into her old habit of serving drinks for the guy. But looking at Tony, she decides to pocket the drugs instead. A good choice. They're gaming at home and end up dozing off. When Tony says she has to work, Aji's not having it. As Tony tidies up, Aji sneaks up with a hammer ready to strike. But Tony is currently seriously scribbling a promise, guaranteeing that he will indeed come back next week. Ultimately, this causes Aji to reconsider her action. What a close call. Shortly after, Tony's mom realizes she's missing and heads to the police station. But the cops aren't helpful, so Mom's plastering flyers all over town. Aji watches this, even donates 100. Now seeing Tony's mom so upset makes her feel a twinge of regret, maybe. Turns out that day Tony returned to fetch something he had accidentally dropped, which ultimately caused Aji to snap. Just the thought of Tony leaving had Aji losing control, and you can guess the rest. She starts to prepare a feast, thinking of the taste of love. Only it's a little different. The next night, off she goes hunting again, this time bringing home a boy. She asks the boy to pose for a photo only to unleash a new nightmare. Aji's gotten creative, trying out the new method of transformation. Welcome to the nighttime extraction. The boy wakes up, only to find he's turned into a dull way to go Aji. The neighbors call the cops, but the police think it's just drunken shenanigans and take no further action. In her concern for the boy, Ms. Black, the neighbor, calls the police once more in a panic, but as they fail to arrive promptly, she ends up taking on the role of detective herself. But the cops don't bother, and while Ms. Black shops, she bumps into a friendly guy. Wishing luck for the guy, she can't shake off the uneasiness every time she hears noises coming from Aji's place. Aji, on the other hand, states it's just the delightful aroma of barbecue, totally innocent, right? Ultimately, she's got it all handled, right? Or maybe not, we'll see. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more wild tales. I'll see you again next time.